You know, we're always told the answer to feeling tired is to just get more sleep. Simple, right? But if you've ever put in a solid 8 hours and still woken up feeling totally drained, you know there's got to be more to the story. So today, we're going to look at rest a little differently. We're going to focus less on the clock and way more on what your brain is actually trying to accomplish overnight.
It's so frustrating, isn't it? You do everything by the book, but you're still dragging yourself to the coffee machine. Meanwhile, you hear about people who run on 5 hours and feel incredible. It can really feel like you just lost the sleep lottery. But what if the problem isn't how long you're sleeping, but how you're sleeping?
And this is the big idea that changes everything. Your brain literally does not care about the number 8. It's not counting hours. It's running a program, and it's trying to complete a series of tasks. We call these tasks cycles. And shifting our focus from hours to cycles, well, that's the real key to waking up feeling fantastic.
Okay, so let's just tear down this 8-hour myth right now, because chasing a number on the clock can actually be the very thing that's making you tired.
Think about it this way. Sleep quantity, the number of hours, that's just time spent in the garage. But sleep quality, that's whether the mechanics actually did the work to repair the car. One is just a number that can be super misleading, while the other is the biological process that actually restores you.
So let's walk through a night you've probably had a million times. It's 11 o'clock. You do the responsible thing. You go to bed. You're aiming for that golden 8 hours.
And then, bam, 2 in the morning, your eyes pop open, your mind's racing, and what's the very first thing you do? You check the time. And that's when the panic math begins. Oh no, if I fall asleep right now, I only have 5 hours left. That stress alone is enough to ruin the rest of your night.
So of course the alarm goes off at 7 and you feel like you've been hit by a bus. You feel heavy, you're in a fog. That feeling is actually called sleep inertia. You were in bed for 8 hours, sure, but because your sleep was interrupted, your brain never finished its job.
And that brings us to the real villain of the story, fragmented sleep. Every time you're woken up, whether it's from stress or noise or even just checking your phone, you're interrupting the process. It's like trying to download a huge software update, but your internet keeps cutting out. The download never completes. Your body might be lying still, but your mind is not recovering.
All right, so if hours are the wrong way to measure sleep, what's the right way? Well, it all comes down to understanding your brain's own natural rhythm.
This is the number that actually matters, 90 minutes. That is roughly how long it takes for your brain to run through one full, complete sleep cycle. This is the unit of work for your brain. So, you gotta start thinking in blocks of 90 minutes, not 8 hours.
Now, inside each of those cycles, there are a few stages, but 2 are the real heavy hitters. You've got deep sleep, which is like the body's repair crew. It fixes muscles, boosts your immune system. Then you've got REM sleep, which is for your mind. It's like a mental filing system, organizing memories and processing emotions. A great night's sleep is one where you complete several of these cycles, getting plenty of both.
And here is the secret to waking up feeling amazing. That awful, groggy feeling comes from an alarm clock ripping you out of the middle of deep sleep. It's jarring. The real goal is to wake up gently at the end of a cycle, in that lighter stage of sleep. When you do that, you're working with your biology, and waking up feels easy and natural.
Okay, so this all sounds good in theory, right? But how do you actually line up your life with your biology? Let's go over a few simple habits that make a huge difference.
First thing, your body craves consistency. A regular sleep and wake time, yeah, even on the weekends, is probably the most powerful thing you can do. It trains your brain when to get sleepy and when to wake up. And getting just a little bit of sunlight first thing in the morning, that's like hitting the master reset button. It tells your brain, okay, the day has officially started.
Here's a super simple rule to live by, the 3-2-1 power down. 3 hours before bed, stop eating big meals. 2 hours before bed, stop working. Let your brain off the hook. And the most important one, 1 hour before bed, no screens. That blue light is basically telling your brain it's the middle of the day. This simple routine is like creating a smooth runway for your brain to land gently into sleep.
So what happens when you actually start doing this stuff, when you focus on quality over quantity? The results are, well, they're pretty incredible. It's way more than just feeling not tired.
I mean, just look at the difference here. Fragmented sleep leaves you groggy, anxious, irritable, just drained. We've all been there. But efficient, high-quality sleep, it leaves you alert, calm, regulated, and genuinely energized. It's the difference between starting your day with a 10% battery versus starting with 100%.
And this is why it matters so much in our actual lives. A fully recovered brain means you think more clearly. You make better decisions. You're less likely to snap at someone over something small. You have the mental space to actually be creative and solve problems. This isn't just about sleep. It's about upgrading your entire waking life.
And all of this leads to one final, powerful mindset shift. We have to stop treating sleep like a chore or something we have to get out of the way.
In our hustle culture, sleep is often seen as a sign of weakness or just wasted time. That is fundamentally wrong. Sleep is an active, powerful performance tool. It is your brain's dedicated recovery mode, where it recharges, repairs, and prepares you to be at your absolute best the next day. It's not a bug in the system, it's the most important feature.
So if you take one thing away from this, let it be this. The goal isn't just more sleep. The goal is a fully recovered brain. So let's stop chasing hours and start chasing restoration. The question to ask yourself in the morning isn't, did I get 8 hours, but rather, how well did my brain recover?